What's good? What's good, everybody? Make sure to click that like and subscribe. Thank you so much for joining the Team Libra show. And we're going to get right into it. I was just found this article here. Um, just found this article of R. Kelly. And it's a good article. It was dated today, not too long ago, maybe about an hour or so ago. But they're talking about the underage girl that I think R. Kelly was acquitted of back in 2008 and her filing for bankruptcy. So I'm assuming this, I don't know who that is, but it's probably possibly Reshonda Landfair, but I'm not for sure. But let's just see what it says. It was saying R. Kelly, original alleged underage sex tape victim, filed for bankruptcy months after the singer was locked up on new charges. So after he got locked up, I guess she filed for bankruptcy. So according to court documents obtained by the Blast, Kelly's victim, who they are not going to identify by name, filed for Chapter 7 bankruptcy after experiencing recent financial problems. The victim, who was at the center of Kelly's 2002 criminal investigation, was the underage girl featured on in the infamous sex tape. A couple of years after the tape was allegedly filmed, police have started to investigate the singer after being sent a copy of that tape. So he was later indicted on 21 counts of child pornography, but the alleged victim refused to talk to law enforcement, and then they had went into silence. Kelly denied all allegations of wrongdoing with the minor. The trial began in 2008. After years of delay, only took the jury one day to find him not guilty of all charges. Neither Kelly, neither Kelly or the victim have spoken about the situation publicly. Many believe that the singer had paid off the then underage girl and her family. People have also speculated he was paying her off for years. Kelly adamantly denied being in the video and paying off this victim. So flash forward, July 2019, Kelly was arrested. Federal charges relating to child pornography and kidnap. The victim's bankruptcy was filed October 2019 in Illinois federal court. So based on the timeline, the now 35-year-old victim started having financial issues, it says, immediately after R. Kelly got locked up. So the bankruptcy docs, in the bankruptcy docs, the victim, it was something because out of everything, she really don't have much, if this is Reshonda Landfair, but in the bankruptcy docs, the victim lists only $12,425 in assets, but $37,000 in liabilities. So her average monthly income was listed as zero. So her assets included a 2016 Jeep Patriot worth $11,600, which her father co-signed for, and then she got $1,000 in household goods, $350 worth of clothes, she said, $125 in costume jewelry, about $100 worth of personal items, and then she has about $300 in her bank account, and then she has $3,800 in the 401k retirement plan. So the victim's debt, if this is Reshonda, I'm thinking it is, I'm pretty sure it is, but allegedly, the victim's debt is $6,000 owed on the car, so she owes $6,000 more. You'd think if she was with R. Kelly, that would have just been paid off. Like I had bought a 2016, 2 years ago, and paid cash. So it seemed like R. Kelly could have just bought her this vehicle. So that's kind of something there. But anyway, so she owed $6,000 more on the vehicle, $2,000 owed on American Express, 1,500 Best Buy, 657 for a car rental, 2,500 to Capital One, 1,500 to Chase Bank, plus 900 in parking tickets. So she don't got a lot that she really owe, but she owe hundreds to Forever 21, 2,000 to Neiman Marcus, thousands in medical bills, and like 2,000 to Saks Fifth Avenue. So she didn't have too bad a debt, but 37,000. The victim listed her job as a preschool teacher in a Chicago daycare, but at the time of the filing, she had only been working for like 3 weeks working there for a week. Her monthly income was listed as $1,920. After expenses, she was only left with $80. So the documents revealed the victim put in $35,767 in 2017 and like $36,084 in 2018. So the court discharged all of the victim's debt, and then the official They officially closed the case in February 2020. So, following R. Kelly's arrest, the victim hired the powerhouse attorney Christopher Brown to assist in cooperating with the police. So, at this point, it looks like if this is Reshonda, which I already know, people know, but she's going to be cooperating with the police. But this just kind of solidifies or like confirms it again, confirmation. So it says at the time, Brown told the Blast, this office is counsel to the child victim and her family that were the subject of the 2008 R. Kelly trial. Recent public remarks have been made suggesting that the victim and her family did not testify at that 2008 trial because they had received in excess of $2 million from R. Kelly for their silence. Such public remarks are false and have no basis on reality. They said R. Kelly, let me say much more time, okay. R. Kelly has suffered numerous setbacks in his two pending criminal cases. He recently pled guilty. No, he recently pleaded to be released from the prison, citing dangers and conditions inside MCC Chicago. The singer promised not to flee the country or try to intimidate any witnesses. The proposed plan included being placed under the house arrest in an apartment with Joycelyn Savage, but he failed to mention that the apartment is in the middle of an outdoor mall, which might be a problem given the charges he's facing. So he has access to people, things, due to the location if they would have let him out. Prosecutors demand the court shut down his request, arguing he is a major flight risk and given his financial resources. They accuse him of diverting his royalties into a childhood friend's bank account, they found out, I guess. A judge sided with the prosecutors and denied R. Kelly's motion for release. So it looks like if they said something, and maybe if the courts needed backup, apparently they provided that because they agreed with him and denied the motion. And so then Azriel Clary is currently speaking out about alleged abuse while with him. So this is Senator Azriel Clary is speaking out. And 23-year-old Azriel posted a 16-minute video breaking down details of her time with R. Kelly. Azriel did explain, so many things have happened in my past, and I'm really just ready to put it behind me. The good, the bad, the ugly, all of it. A lot of people have fabricated my story, and it's time I clear my name. I am ready to move on. I am ready to focus on my future, my goals, dreams, ideas, memories, future events, parties, and even relationships without feeling guilty. I am not the reason as to why my ex is in jail. He is in jail because of himself and his own actions. Azriel met Kelly when she was 17 years old, stayed with him for nearly 5 years alongside his other girlfriend, Joycelyn Savage. Joycelyn is currently still with the disgraced singer despite him being locked up. In this first video, Azriel explains her speaking out is her way to heal from everything. She asks everyone not to judge her way of getting through this. I agree. I mean, we can have an opinion, but if this is what she have to do to get clarity within herself and to heal and to move past this, then this is what she has to do. So she says, I feel like this man is in his 50s. I am not the first person this man has done this to. This has been happening since the 90s. This has been happening before Aaliyah. Aaliyah was not the first victim and not the first minor he was with. I feel like someone who had millions and millions of dollars, if they really wanted to change, he would have spent millions and millions of dollars on a therapist. I agree. But instead, he spent his money on getting more girls and supporting more girlfriends. He had a personal trainer for his fitness, personal dentist, personal doctor. So it would have been nothing for this man to get a personal therapist. Hello. Especially once he realized he had a problem, and he did realize he had a problem. No matter how much you want to love someone or feel sorry for someone, once someone continues to do wrong and doesn't try to better themselves, whatever situation they get themselves into is their fault. So Azriel says that when news first broke in 2017 about R. Kelly's sex cult, he took the anger out on her and Joycelyn. She said he coached her on how to be angry when people asked her questions. She says that she still deals with body issues after being around Kelly and is still learning to love herself. Wow. You'll love yourself again. You're a beautiful girl inside and out, and you'll be more beautiful the more you heal on the inside. It's just going to radiate from the inside out, and it's just going to make you even more beautiful. But anyhow, she asked her followers to ask her whatever questions they have about Kelly, and she would be answering them on YouTube channel. It looks like she was all ready to spill the tea from her experience. So I did ask a question, but it's a whole bunch of questions, so I don't know if my question will get answered. But I did want to know if she met any of the bloggers, because I know one blogger spoke out and said that it was a female, said she met her. So I wanted to know if you met any of the bloggers before Kelly went to jail, supporters, bloggers, how did they treat you, what happened, things like that. So I'll see if I get an answer. Fingers crossed. Now, as the blast first filed back in December, gotta hurry up. Azriel left Kelly and moved out of the Trump condo in Chicago. She moved back home and reunited with her family, which was great. Since leaving, Azriel has been vocal about the alleged abuse Kelly inflicted on her. She described one incident where she says he beat her with the Nike Air Force One shoe. Recently, she decided to cooperate with the federal investigators looking into Kelly. She turned over evidence to help build their case against the disgraced singer. Azriel's video comes days after Kelly suffered another setback. He was shut down in his attempt to be released from prison. He claimed he was a danger inside the MCC Chicago due to health situations. He proposed being under house arrest with his girlfriend, Joycelyn Savage, but prosecutors demanded him not be released, saying that he was a flight risk and possibly a danger to society. Damn, they should shoot him down. Former Shy star Jason Mitchell is denying he knew he was I don't know what that is. So that might be all. But yeah. So yeah, it looks like this is really good then. Everyone is cooperating. It's like a lot of synergy. Everyone's coming together and really, kind of working for, the common goal of basically healing themselves and ridding themselves of past guilt, hurt, anger, pain, all the past baggage associated and the negativity that's still attaching onto them. It's not just people and situations out here that's attacking these victims. It's actually the victims that could be attacking the victims, like themselves, kind of like feeling guilty or feeling different type of emotions that could be preventing them from moving forward. So I think this is great where she says that this is Azriel. Clary says that she needs to heal. She wants to do this. That's great. She just recently started working with the police. And then it looks like Reshonda Landfair, who wasn't speaking up at first, she is now, which I feel confident and comfortable. It's just my opinion, but I really feel like this is Reshonda that filed for the bankruptcy. And so she's going to be working with the police. Joycelyn Savage, like I said, I did see that article I shared from the blast a while ago. I know people are saying that was Faith Rogers and Azriel Clary, but it said 2 new victims. I thought Faith Rogers already came out and said something a while back. So when they say 2 new victims, that seemed like, and they didn't say who the second one was, but they kind of gave a hint that the first one was Azriel. So normally it's Azriel and Joycelyn rocking together. You know what I'm saying? Those 2. So I don't know. I'll have to see, but if the 2 new people, when I made a video, it was about a month ago, I said, I hope it's Joycelyn and Azriel. So I guess they're showing, yes, the one is Azriel, according at least to this article. And then the other one they still haven't released. So I'm hoping that that's Joycelyn still, fingers crossed. But I don't know. Maybe it's Faith Rogers. I don't know. But I just thought that she had came out to tell her story. So why would it be 2 new people? So that's why it just seemed like that last blast article may have possibly been about Joycelyn, but I don't know. It could have been anyone. But yeah, shout out to the blast. Yeah, you guys, I mean, this website is really great. It really gives up-to-date, accurate so far information. All right, well, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe, guys. Thank you so much for joining Team Libra Show, and have a good one.